Hello friends, how is it going? It's me, Betty Jean. It is time for my monthly Roundup review. I'm gonna share all of the makeup, skincare, things and whatnot that I tried in the month of August, give you my full thoughts on everything, just kind of let you know what I've tried. As always, this is no way intending on me being braggy on anything I bought myself or got sent in PR. It is just a way for me to be transparent on what I've received and what I've tried and to give you my rounded up thoughts on everything. Before we get into the video itself, I did of course film this look. It should already be on my channel by the time this video goes up. It is part of the Ofra and Ali Dawson collaboration, the Falling in Love collection. You can go check that out if you're interested. I personally love how this look came out. And as far as my accessories go today, this is just an old basic choker, but these earrings are from Undoubtedly Mad on Etsy. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and chat about all of the things that I tried out in the month of August. First up, I got the Glaminatrix Sugar and Spice palette. I did do a 2 looks video with this on my channel, I believe. I think I also did a video with this on like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, all that good stuff. But we have kind of a half neutral, half colorful situation. We have a row of neutral mattes in the middle, lots of beautiful shifty shimmers throughout, and then a couple pops of pastel color matte at the bottom. I really enjoyed this one. I think the shimmers are so show-stopping. They're so shifty and twinkly and special. In particular, I love the 2 purples in this palette. I feel like they look like they're glowing. They are so gorgeous. The middle row is kind of whatever for me. I'm just not a neutral girly. I don't reach for neutrals first, but I will say at least like I like that there's a good gradient here from light to black. Like we have a really good range as far as tone goes, but unfortunately, that's just not the row for me. It's whatever. The mattes are fine in this palette, but the shimmers are definitely where this palette shines. I feel like if you need some really special shimmers, you might really enjoy this one. Or maybe you're someone who loves neutrals but want to dabble in some like splashes of color and special shifty sparkly things. This could also be for you. As always, I'll have everything that I can linked down below for you, by the way, as well as any discount codes if I have any. Moving on, Pacifica sent me a few skincare items. They sent me some things from their Future Youth collection, which is supposed to be just very like anti-aging and hydrating and all of the things. And I've tried these things over the last month or so. We have the Foaming Cleansing Gel. I actually really like this cleanser. This might be my favorite part of this lineup. I think it's really gentle. I've been using this most nights and it's really nice. It doesn't necessarily like remove my makeup. I always remove my makeup first, but this does do a really good like second cleanse just to get my skin really clean, but without feeling like stripped or too dry or anything like that. And for reference, I have normal to dry skin. It's not typically too problematic, but that's just kind of where my skin lies. We have the Gravity Rebound Serum. It looks like this. I really like the bottle. I think the packaging is really cool. This is very lightweight, very milky, very hydrating. It is so super nice. I do really like this one, but however, a skincare product I'm going to talk about here in a moment kind of surpassed this one as like one that I've been reaching for. But before I tried that one, I was using this most mornings. I found it to be really nice and pleasant. We have the Time Shift Eye Serum. Looks like this. I've been using this most nights. I would use this in the mornings too, but I do tend to gravitate towards my Good Molecules eye gel. It's just so like smooth feeling and hydrating. It's just unbeatable for me. So I don't really want to use this one in the mornings because I just love the way that one makes my under eyes feel and look. But I have been using this most nights. It's very lightweight. It blends into the skin really nicely. I really enjoy it. And then we have the Daily Turnaround Hydrating Moisturizer with SPF 50. I haven't used this every morning because, as I'll mention, there is another moisturizer I've been enjoying, and I do wear SPF every day, but I usually just use a separate SPF. Lately I've been enjoying the Glossier one that I mentioned last month, but I will use this one specifically on days that I know I'm going to be outside a lot, just to kind of double up like regular SPF and a moisturizer with SPF, everything to protect me as much as possible. I just basically a vampire over here. Don't like the sun. But this has been nice. It's not my favorite texture for a moisturizer. It's a little like sunscreeny in texture. It kind of just feels like I'm rubbing sunscreen on my face, not really a moisturizer. So it doesn't give me that extra boost of hydration that I'm typically going for, but it does do the job nicely. I am enjoying it. But next up, I got another skincare package from Kate Somerville. This is from the Hydracate line. I'm obsessed with these. I talked about these in my monthly favorites. I think these are so good. We have the Hydracate Recharging Serum. It's so nice. It's just like the most like glossy, I have swatches on my hand that I was filming earlier, but it's the most like glossy hydrating, silky feeling serum. It's just so beautiful. It sinks into the skin and makes me feel so nourished. I love it. Like, I've been using that every single morning. It's so good. And then I also have the recharging water cream. And now I don't typically like go for like a watery based moisturizer, but this one's been really, really good as well. It's right here. Again, just very like silky and lightweight and nourishing. I love this. I've been using this one every single morning. My skin just eats it up. It feels so just nourished and refreshed. I love that line. Like, I'm gonna use those every day probably until I'm out of them. Next up, Rare Beauty just sent me a little package with like random restocks. I think it was promoting the launch of season 3 of Only Murders in the Building, but in that package included the illuminating primer, which I'd never tried from the brand before, and as you can see, I've used a good chunk of it already. I've been using this every single day. I've been starting with my Freck Rich Bitch primer as I've been using, and then I layer this over top of it. Oh, and it's so good. Just so highlighting and moisturizing and amazing. It feels so just lightweight and delicious and just makes my skin have such a beautiful glow. I even like wearing this on days that I'm not planning on wearing makeup at all, just because it gives my skin such a beautiful radiance. I love this. I think it's such a good primer. My makeup seems to sit really, really well on top of it too. I think it's so good. One more skincare product and then it's the last one, I swear. I was so stoked when this got sent to me. I talked about it in my monthly favorites as well, but Lala sent their Forget the Filler moisturizer and it is so good. You can see I'm using so much of this. I'll take out just a tiny bit just so you can kind of get a feel for the consistency. It's just super lightweight. It sinks into the skin. It makes me feel just so plump and hydrated in the mornings. I've used this every single night since I got it like 3 or so weeks ago. I love the Forget the Filler line. I love their lip masks. I love their lip pencils, their lipsticks, their lip glosses. And when they sent a moisturizer, I was like, this is gonna be so good. I've been absolutely loving this. I think this is my new favorite nighttime moisturizer of all time. This is fantastic. Next up, Milk Makeup came out with their lip oil glosses. These are so good. I did do a little lip swatch video with these over on like my Instagram Reels and TikTok. It might be on YouTube Shorts. If not, I'll post it soon. But these are so super good. We have 4 that are more of just like a glossy texture and then 4 that have a little bit of shimmer to them. I love these. They have like the consistency of a lip oil where they're very lightweight and they just add that boost of nourishment and like treatment feeling to my lips, but they have the shine and the glossiness without being sticky. It's literally the perfect hybrid between a gloss and a lip oil. They don't have any kind of like tingle or anything. They're just shiny and beautiful. I've worn these like most days lately. The shades are Journey, Quest, Work Trip, Voyage, Globetrot, Trek, Explore, and Soul Search. I honestly don't even know if I have a favorite. I've probably worn Quest the most, just kind of this milky brown. I don't know what it is. I've just really been into this shade. But I've worn all of these shades. I think they're all so pretty, so comfy, so nourishing. I am absolutely obsessed with these. Like, this is by far my favorite lip product Milk Makeup has ever done. Next up, Alter Ego came out with their Sakura palette. This is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Retro Glam. I actually really liked this color story when Natasha Denona did it. I just personally don't spend my money on like Natasha Denona prices. It's just not really the brand I personally vibe with. But I did like this color story and I was really excited to see Alter Ego came out with their version of it. I think it's really nice. I like these muted tones. I think their shimmer formula is really good. I think their mattes perform nicely. There is one of these like creamy mattes here and here, which these aren't my favorite because as you can see, they're just not like the most pigmented. This one's not bad, but that bluey one, they just like don't do as much as I want them to do. Like, I wish they were just that traditional powder like their other powders that have like a lot more punch to them. But other than that, I do really like it. Prime is a really good, just kind of glossy shade. I don't think this is gonna be the palette I reach for all the time, just because it's not completely my makeup style, but on occasion, I do think this is lovely. I played with this in a Get Ready With Me. I also used this a little bit in like a tutorial on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, barely, but it was there a little bit. I enjoy it. I think it's nice. I do think this will appeal to some people who maybe really wanted this from Natasha Denona but couldn't quite afford those prices. This could be for you as well. I thought it was fine. I think it's good quality. It's just those cream to mattes that aren't my favorite. Next up, Blend Bunny came out with their Forget Me Not collection. It is a versatile eye and face palette. We have 16 different shades in large pan form just so that you can fit like a face brush in them if you want to use them on your face, but you could also use these as eyeshadow. She had like traveling makeup artists in mind with this palette, specifically bridal makeup, and I can definitely see why. Like this would give you just that perfect glam while also being able to do the face of a lot of different skin tones, like pretty much every skin tone. Like it literally goes from like white all the way to deep. I've used this one a few times just to brighten up my under eye area. My go-to combo has been mixing this one with this one for like my bronze contour situation. I think this is really lovely. I personally have only used this on my eyes a teeny bit. I actually used it in the Get Ready With Me with the Sakura palette. I don't think this is really gonna be an eye palette for me. I'm mostly gonna keep this with my face palettes personally. The highlighters at the bottom are really, really pretty. I've kind of bounced between these three. I think they're very shiny, very metallic. They do have some sparkle, but they're not like glittery. I do think this is a really nice palette. It just depends on if like this is something you personally need for your makeup preferences. Like if you want something that'll be that versatile eye face combo, this could be great for you. If you're a traveling makeup artist, this could be great for you. I do like it. I think I'll probably use it for a while just to continue doing that little combo, and it's nice to have those highlighters on deck as well. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel. There's also a little brush set that came with it. We have this big boy right here that I've been using just to kind of pounce that product in my cheekbone area and like around my nose and stuff. We have this funny shaped one that I think would be great for nose contour, but I've honestly just used this just to like really pack shadow in that outer corner. We have this flat brush that I've been using for like cut creasy things. Bigger fluffy brush for obvious blending reasons. And then this little teeny angled brush. This could be good for brows, for liner. I've been using it for like smoky liner moments. I think it's been really good. I like Blend Bunny's brushes a lot. Unearthly Cosmetics came out with lip pencils that I've really been enjoying. There's a lot of weird shades in here too, like mixtures of like purple, black, various shades of brown, weird pink. Like there's some cool shades in here that I didn't really have in my collection before in lip liner form. The shades are Villain, Vamp, Khaki, Fiery, Cursed, Char, Carnage, Cafe, and Bad Blood. I think these like glide onto the lips really nicely. They are wooden, so you'll have to sharpen them as they get lower, which isn't a problem for me. I just like to make a note of it because some people prefer one over the other, whether it be like wooden or retractable. I don't really care either way, honestly, but these seem to glide onto the lips really nicely. I don't have issues with them like tugging or anything. I think these are really solid lip pencils. And again, I like the weird, unique colors. I think that's something new to add to my collection. Unearthly also sent me a new Not Normal palette in their small pans and in supposedly a newer formula. That's what she told me. I did use this recently in my most recent like reading wrap up Get Ready With Me that I posted on the 1st of the month, and I felt like it actually did blend a little bit better. This is my favorite palette from Unearthly, so I was happy to see just like a new and improved version. It's really not that different, so if you already have the original, I don't feel like you need to run out and buy the new one, but I did feel like this was an improvement upon the original one, which I already thought was pretty perfect. But I also do love the smaller pans. This definitely appeals to me. I like the more compact sizing. I think this is super cute, so I just wanted to mention that. This exists now, and I have it. Nomad Cosmetics came out with their newest palette, the Ghost Town USA. This packaging is just so cool. I did do a 2 looks video with this on my channel, and I also will have a video on like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, all that good stuff. If it's not already up, it'll be up soon, but this is beautiful. We have 18 lovely shades. We have lots of dingy, muted, grungy tones. I like the mixture of like the grungy browns with the grungy like bluey teals with the weird antique goldy greens. It's just such a weird color story, and I really, really like it. I also already filmed a palette bingo with this and a couple other Nomad Cosmetics palettes, which might not be up by the time this video goes up, but it will be coming soon. So stay tuned for that because it was a really, really fun video, a really fun look. And I liked being able to play with this even more. So yeah, I've been loving this palette. I think it was a great release from Nomad. I've been super happy with it. Next up, Milk Makeup came out with a new powder. I'm so happy. The amount of tags I got when they announced this, because so many of you know how much I loved the Blur powder, and then it got discontinued. It was my favorite powder of all time. I was so sad about it. I've been enjoying this so far. I have only used this twice now. I'm wearing it for the 2nd time today. I think it's nice. I am enjoying it. I feel like it does a good job kind of setting everything down and not feeling too cakey. I'm still feeling it out though. I have to decide how much I love it. I do think this feels reminiscent to the original Blur powder, but I don't know if it's exactly the same. I don't know if it's my new favorite because I have been enjoying the Glossier Wowder lately. So like, I feel like this one kind of became my new favorite. So I'm still testing this one out. I'll keep you posted. Obviously, if it ends up being in like my monthly favorites for September, you'll know that it's my new favorite, or if you just constantly see me use it. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm happy this exists. I'm happy they finally brought a powder back. Still flabbergasted that they even discontinued the blur in the first place though, because it was the perfect powder, but so far so good with this one. And finally, last but not least, I got sent the new collaboration between Dawson and Ofra. It's technically the first as I'm filming this, but I got sent this yesterday, so I figured I would just include it in this video. But first we have the Falling in Love palette. It is so cute. We have 5 shades, mattes, and a shimmer topper situation. I also used it as a face highlighter. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I've already played with this whole collection. It's the look you see right here. It's already up. But this is really, really nice. I've really enjoyed it so far. I'm excited to play with it some more, but this is just a fall dream. All the perfect fall tones mixed into one cute little compact space. And it was my first time trying Ofra shadows, and I was pretty impressed. I think they're nice. Like the mattes blended good, and I really, really like this toppery highlightery shade. It's so sparkly. I love all the glitter. And we have the little lip duo. We have the Kaya liquid lipstick and the Koa lip gloss. Again, first time trying Ofra lip products. I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've ever tried one in the past. Maybe I tried a liquid lipstick a long time ago, but in my recent memory, I have not. But the Kaya liquid lipstick is really nice. I like this shade of like neutrally brown. It's kind of warm, but not overly warm. It applied nicely. It's very comfortable. I really enjoyed it. I really love this gloss though, the Koa gloss. I like these brownie tones. I like the sparkle. I'm wearing them combined today, but I can see myself wearing the gloss just by itself a lot. It's just so super pretty. So really happy about that. Huge congratulations to Ali for this awesome collaboration. And yeah, I think that wraps it up for my recent Roundup review. I would love to hear your thoughts on anything that I tried. Do you want any of these things? Do you have any of these yourself? I would love to know what you're thinking. Did you try anything fun, new, and exciting in the month of August? I would love to know. If you made it to the end of this video, please leave some fall-related emojis because it's September 1st as I'm filming this. Feeling all the fall vibes. I need to see it in the comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you haven't already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the battybean fam. I'm battybean on everything. Instagram, TikTok, you know the drill. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days here as well. And also, feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only get ready with me once a month. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.